Hello, John Lanier here, CEO of Middle Market Methods, with another installment of Profit Rainmaking Minutes. The first chapter of our recently released book, Profit Rainmaking, dealt with the topic of supertrends. Basically, there are two types, global and industry specific. Let's adopt an example which so systemically straddles both that it's a waste of time to argue about best fit. How about artificial intelligence? AI is assuredly disruptive, but that doesn't make it unique to innovation as a driving force of dynamic commerce. Of course, AI will affect some industries more than others, at least initially, but it's here to stay. The Supertrend leadership navigational principles are reliable. First question, what's within our control and what's beyond it? Let's focus on that which is within our control. Second question, what's an existential threat versus game-changing opportunity? We must, of course, mitigate the threats while we capitalize on the opportunities. Third, we also want to think about contingencies. These are the what-if scenarios, our plans B and C, if you will, when we encounter seismic shifts and need a Pavlovian pivot. It wasn't that long ago, for example, that the pandemic walloped global supply chains and left us scrambling. By the way, AI's appetite for electricity rivals a black hole in space. What are the plans for the power grid that represent our B and C scenarios? The basic purpose of artificial intelligence is well defined. The most likely major change is the increasing speed of its magic. Among the major trainable virtues for AI usage is instructing it to adopt a perspective or persona. For example, a production scheduling manager. A clearly articulated query is a worthy companion. In the middle market, we have ample opportunity to improve margins by eliminating waste. That is to say, stop doing those things which drive no value from the customer perspective. AI may actually have some ideas on this. Even if we cannot make up our minds initially about keep or cull task decisions, at least we can speed up the perfunctory tasks with better technology adoption. We're also in a constant war for talent. Artificial intelligence is another arrow in our quiver to do more with the labor we have. The real point is that we don't want to be late adopters to the potential for artificial intelligence, making our labor dollars more productive. Wouldn't it be wiser to embrace potential uses of this technology than pretend it will go away and leave us alone? The probability is more likely that we do not have AI subject matter expertise on our present payrolls, but this is an unacceptable excuse. Fractional expertise is abundant and should be immediately engaged to explore both our risk mitigation and opportunity commercialization. Don't stew in frustration. We may know somebody who can help. Reach out, and happy profit rainmaking.